Oh, baby, we are one sleep away from college basketball. We're just over 12 hours. We're 15 and a half hours away from the season. Sam Fetterman, Jonathan Litzkin. Oh, man, I'm so excited.
I have no words, Sam. Like we waited all summer. We update our spreadsheets. We track transfers. We follow preseason injuries. We deal with all these BS offseason casual takes from fans. And tomorrow we get to start to put all those.
Tomorrow, we play basketball.
And it all opens with Baylor and one of the worst teams in
Mississippi
Division One.
Valley State. Yeah, so let's go over some stuff. We already did the Power Conference preview.
Yeah,
where we talked about every single team in the power conferences. But now we have basketball to happen tomorrow. And let's talk about some of the better games that we're looking at over the next few weeks. Let's start with Memphis and Vanderbilt tomorrow.
So I've kind of seen some stuff over the last couple days that Vanderbilt is kind of a little underrated, and the spread only being 2 points.
They beat Xavier handily in a scrimmage.
The spread kind of tells you that that Vanderbilt is getting a little overlooked. Penny's obviously got an experienced team, right? So like this is way different than anything that we've seen from a Penny Hardaway coach Memphis team before. But just because they're more experienced doesn't mean they're any better coached. And I think the jury still may be out on Stackhouse. Obviously, he doesn't have any eye-popping players like he has had in the past, but still a relatively well-rounded team. I wouldn't be slightly surprised if Vanderbilt beat Memphis tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting to see what happens there. I wouldn't be surprised if Vanderbilt beats Memphis, but I also wouldn't be surprised if Memphis handles Vanderbilt.
Right. Penny's team may need that, but like this is a 1 point projected game on Ken Palm, so it's going to probably be the best game of the day to start college basketball season.
Yeah, hold on.
I know you're doing your MAC draft right now. Yeah. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you this because when I do my show, David talks about the MAC, the MAAC. He pronounces both of the A's like together.
MAC.
Yeah. So he like extends it out. How do you differentiate from the two leagues?
Nobody talks about the other MAC. That's how. Like if I say the MAC, nobody thinks I'm talking about Ohio.
Like I think that's just because of like the people you talk to about college basketball.
Yeah. Like if I'm talking college basketball, you're gonna hear me talk about the MAC as in like the MAAC. I'm not going to be talking about the MAC.
But like,
and if I'm talking about that MAC, I'll just say the Mid-American Conference. Sometimes.
But like for me, like I'm from the Chicago suburbs, so like there are multiple MAC teams like a couple hours away from me.
Anyway, we've got to get back to some of the games.
That's just something that's been on my mind lately.
Okay. Other games to watch tomorrow, some that I like. Hofstra and Princeton. That's a fun one.
Yeah, two teams that are probably going to be top of their league this year, or at least close to.
Two conference players of the year in Tosan Evubunem and Aaron Estrada.
Yeah.
Then you get South Dakota State and Akron. You get Enrique Freeman against Zeke Mayo.
Yeah, and Zeke's a guy that I think is going to take a huge jump, and I think most people that watch mid-major basketball feel that way.
I agree. I think Zeke Mayo is going to have a huge year for South Dakota State to make it back, and I think he will. I absolutely think Zeke Mayo is going to be one of the best players in the Summit League.
Yeah.
Roberts.
And I think South Dakota State should once again probably be the favorite.
All right. So Tulsa is going to Oregon State.
1 point spread in this game.
1 point spread. It should be like a 5 point spread.
You think Tulsa should be favored?
Tulsa should be favored by
Yeah,
like
I've
multiple
been talking.
possessions.
A couple people have asked me what like kind of bets I like tomorrow, and like I bet on college basketball here and there. I'm not like a full time college basketball gambler, but like the first pick I'm giving to everyone is Tulsa or +1 against Oregon State tomorrow. Like Tulsa's like a consensus like 40 to 50 spots better than them on like every preseason projected ranking.
Yep. Um, the person that's drafting is just going to auto draft Jose Perez, and sucks to be
Sucks
them.
for them.
Sucks to be them. But like I have no way to fix it, or else I would just be going through every single pick and giving the auto pick, which I can't do. I can't do that.
Hey, it's their loss. It's the integrity of the draft.
Yep. Anyway, I have to talk about Oral Roberts and St. Mary's. He gets Max Asmus against that Randy Bennett defense, projected to be the 19th best defense in the country. Last year was the 12th best defense in the country.
Yeah, I think the only way Oral Roberts kind of hangs in this one is just, the typical Max Asmus, I'm going to go off game because, like, St. Mary's could struggle to make some shots this year. I think their offense is going to take a step back without Kuzi. He was such a good initiator for them, and I don't think that the guys they brought back are too great.
Ooh, there goes Ajiri Ogamuno Johnson.
The guys that St. Mary's brought back are not great outside shooters. Logan Johnson's going to be their best player. He's a good slasher. He's good, kind of on the drive, on the move, but definitely not a great shooter. So, Oral Roberts, I don't think wins this game. This is a classic. Like Randy Bennett's been preparing for weeks for this game now, and he has a plan for Asmus.
Yep, I absolutely think that's going to be something to watch. I think St. Mary's should handle them. However, there is the obvious chance of Max Asmus going off.
Mm-hmm.
Penn Iona is an interesting game. Auburn and George Mason. What's the spread on that?
13.5, I think, and I kind of like George Mason.
I absolutely like George Mason on that spread.
I don't know if Johnny Broom's healthy and if he's going to play tomorrow. And then are you asking Johan Traore in his first college game to guard Josh Oduro?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's going to be interesting. Murray State, St. Louis. That's a fun one.
Yeah, game's at St. Louis, isn't it?
It is. It's at Chaffetz.
Yeah, a couple hours from where I am.
Gotta go.
I can't, dude. So Mizzou is doing this thing this year where you have to go to a certain amount of games to have a better chance to get the tickets for the Kansas game. And so I have to go to as many Mizzou games as I can. And I'm missing 2 games this weekend because I'm going to be in Knoxville because we're playing Tennessee for football.
Oh, damn. Anyway, I want to move on and maybe talk about some other games in the future. You get South Dakota State and Boise State on Wednesday.
Yeah, South Dakota State always, I feel like, schedules this tough non-conference schedule.
Yeah, it should be. It should be an interesting one. Oh, man, I don't think these people realize that you have to start 2 guards, 2 forward centers, and 2 flexes.
So Boise State obviously lost Emmanuel Lakot, who was their best player.
They bring back Tyson Dagenhart, who
Tyson's gonna have a huge year. He was really good as a freshman.
All right, I'm on the clock. Give me a minute.
Tyson should keep them afloat, at least in the Mountain West. I don't think they're obviously up there with San Diego State or Wyoming or even UNLV maybe, but in the Colorado State kind of next team tier after that, they could win some games that they're not supposed to. Let's see what else is going on this week. It's kind of a rough start.
Give me Alan Bitrand. My team so far. Oh, fuck. I should have taken Thomason. My team so far is Supreme Cook, Walter Clayton Jr., and Alan Bitrand. Oh, TJ Long's available. Oh, my God. Xavier Long, too. Oh, my God.
Sam, we have a comment asking, can Louisville make March? Like, can they physically make the month of March? Like, I'm not sure.
I don't know. They don't have enough guards. They genuinely might like all be injured by the time March comes around.
I would make I made the jokes in the offseason that like they don't have enough players to run 5-on-5 at practice,
They don't.
which is just hilarious for
And
a
that could end up
program.
being a major. Oh no, the person that took Perez just took Silverio through auto draft.
Oh my god! All right, Thursday. Is there anything Thursday? I know Providence plays Ryder on Tuesday.
Yeah, Providence should win that. Oh, Thursday's a good one because you have Vermont and St. Mary's, Towson and UMass, and Southern Illinois versus Oklahoma State.
Southern Illinois, Oklahoma State's probably the most interesting one there, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Oh, St. Mary's is a 9 o'clock game. Good. But Southern Illinois is a team that I'm pretty high on. They returned a ton of key players from last year. They were the 6th seed in the Missouri Valley tournaments. Think they probably are in for a good year, especially with Loyola leaving the league. They're a team that I have projected second in the Missouri Valley. I think they could come out and surprise Oklahoma State a little. Although Oklahoma State's defense is going to be so good, so Southern Illinois, obviously, mid-major players could be bothered by that.
Yeah, Marcus Damask and
Lance Jones is back for them.
And Lance Jones. That's a strong team. I mean, they could win 20, 25 games.
Yeah, like if they can get out of Stillwater with a win,
I think the country will take notice if they come out of
yeah,
Stillwater.
if they can get out of
But
Stillwater,
that's tough because you got to go up against a very good defense. That's going to be Oklahoma State's going to have one of the best defenses in the country with Musa Cisse.
Yeah, if they somehow can beat Oklahoma State, I think maybe if you get through the non-conference schedule with minimal damage after that, you can start thinking about maybe this team can get in at large if they win enough games.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we talk a lot about these last couple of games. Towson and UMass is an interesting one.
I know Towson obviously the favorites in the CAA. UMass.
What the heck just happened in the Sunday night game? Anyway, whatever.
UMass, kind of a rebuilding program right now. Frank Martin in year 1,
but it should be good.
Yeah, like I honestly don't know a ton about their roster, but I know they got a couple.
They got Rasul Diggins in. They still have Noah Fernandez.
That's the transfer they got. They got Matt Cross too.
Yeah, they should be interesting. I think, and they got Gapare.
Yeah, and then Wilden's Levac from South Carolina as well, I believe.
Yep, Isaac Conte too.
It's an intriguing roster.
And Johnny Thompson. So this is a solid roster. Frank Martin did a great job building that roster just in year 1.
Yeah, for sure. I think
St. Mary's has a super tough schedule. Look, they got to go play. These are all home games, though. Oral Roberts, Vermont, North Texas, Hofstra. Then neutral against Vanderbilt, home against New Mexico. Then they go to Fort Worth and play Houston. Then they host Missouri State, neutral against San Diego State in Phoenix. I think that is. Yeah, that's Phoenix. And then they host New Mexico State and host Colorado State, neutral against Wyoming, and then conference play starts.
Man, those are like all legit mid-major teams or better.
St. Mary's has the best schedule in the country.
Wow. I mean, that's ridiculous. I didn't
not
realize
a single easy game.
Yeah, I mean, like their league is not a bad league either.
Give me
even if you take out Gonzaga,
Patrick
there are
Gardner.
some relatively quality teams in there. But man, that's a really tough non-con. There's almost every single team they play, I think, is like a top 2 team in their conference.
Yeah, it's a stacked non-con slate. It's the best non-conference schedule in college basketball by average net rating.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Like just reading that they're going to be playing quality teams every single night.
Yeah, it's and then their non-conference schedule is significantly tougher than our conference schedule.
Well, yeah, because in the conference schedule you get like Pacific
And it's
and
not a terrible conference. It's a good
no,
conference.
dude, the WCC is a borderline
There's a
top 10
lot of
conference.
there's a lot of 150s this year, like
Yeah, the
top
WCC is a
150s.
borderline top 10 league in
Like
the country.
Pepperdine is bad in the
Yeah, and
conference, and they're still top 200.
like obviously like Pacific usually isn't very good. Um Pepperdine's obviously not very good, but like BYU always is competitive. San Francisco brings back a couple guys. San Diego obviously is there. Portland's coached well, so it's a tough league.
Yeah, it should be a really interesting season for them.
And I know people like to knock Gonzaga about that, but like I was thinking the other night, like Kentucky lost to Evansville a couple years ago. Duke lost to Stephen F. Austin. Florida last year lost to Texas Southern. Like it's amazing how outside of like St. Mary's and BYU, like, Gonzaga doesn't play like even like close games in that league, like ever.
Yeah, Gonzaga is absolutely dominant in that league.
Like you would think like once in a while maybe like a Portland plays them close or like a San Diego plays them close, but like they never play close games in
Yep,
that league.
they don't. They really don't.
Friday is a great day. That's our first like legit like.
Yeah, I will be at Iona Hofstra, which should be a really fun game.
I will be on the way to Knoxville, but I
But
will
we have our
likely be
first
watching games in the car.
we have our first true blockbuster game of the season on Friday between like top 25 caliber teams. And that game is obviously the game that everyone's looking forward to between Methodist and Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, you for sure got to look out for that one. But Michigan State Gonzaga 5:30 in San Diego on an aircraft carrier.
6:30. We
6:30
talking
your
we
time.
we talking real time here.
Well, I live in the best time zone in the country.
The
So.
significant majority of people live in the Eastern time zone, so we use the Eastern time zone.
And for sports purposes, Central Time Zone is the best time zone there is.
You could argue it. You could argue it.
I have multiple friends here that come from the East Coast that say Central Time is uncomparable.
It depends on like what sports you watch though. Like if you watch soccer, it's kind of
I mean,
already
if you watch West Coast basketball, like
it's much better. It's much better. If you watch West Coast basketball, go ahead and live on the West Coast.
hey, the disrespect is
I'm
real.
I'm more referring to if you're a Laker fan, just live in LA.
Oh yeah.
But overall, Friday's fun because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games between Ken Palm top 100 teams.
Yeah, that's a good day.
Let's go through picks for all of them. Michigan State, Gonzaga.
Gonzaga blows them out.
Stanford, Wisconsin.
Is that game at Wisconsin?
Milwaukee. It's at AmFam. It's at Miller Park.
I'll say Wisconsin doesn't lose in Milwaukee this time.
Ha!
Around. I'll go Wisconsin.
Yeah, me too. BYU at San Diego State, Viejas.
San Diego State.
San Diego State.
National attention time. It's Friday.
Clemson, South Carolina.
Who plays South Carolina? Towson?
Clemson.
Clemson. Okay, I was gonna.
How
say,
are they top 100?
I have no idea. I was doing the IACC preview yesterday for my show, and they were just terrible. both of these
Hold
teams
on,
are.
I gotta make my pick.
By the way, I've been listening to
Give me
stuff.
Jalen Gibson. Oh,
I've been listening to some stuff. Like I cannot believe that some of the SEC teams like are being picked above Missouri. Like
I can't believe some SEC teams are being. I can't believe LSU is being picked above Florida.
yeah, but I'll go South Carolina.
Yeah, I do too. Toledo at UAB. Toledo is a team I underrated. That game is in Philly at Wells Fargo Center.
I like Toledo a lot, but I'm gonna go UAB.
Yeah.
We miss any?
What'd you say?
We still have a couple more, right?
Yeah. Florida State UCF in Orlando. Upset alert.
UCF's gonna win that game, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. 73
Taylor Hendricks, watch out.
68. Taylor Hendricks is dropping 16 points.
Without
Georgia Wake
without Gainey, FSU probably doesn't have anybody to guard him.
and without Baba Miller.
Yeah, like I mean, you're not putting a 7'4" Naheem McLeod on him.
You look at Florida State. Florida State is going to struggle in the non-conference.
Well, yeah, I mean they need Baba Miller back. Like we're
They
pretty
need
much
Baba Miller back. That's their entire team. Look at their schedule too. UCF, Florida, Purdue, Virginia, Louisville.
they play in the ESPN Events Invitational.
Yeah, but they start with Siena. So
Yeah, but like by the end of the tournament, we don't know who they're playing.
Yeah, Mahomes. What a catch! What a
Like,
throw! What a throw!
I think I think they probably lose on Friday.
Yep, they will struggle. They will struggle. What's the next thing I was?
Liberty, Alabama. That's a top 100 matchup.
Is it?
If Liberty's not top 100 in Ken Palm, like
Liberty's 87. So I missed a couple actually. Liberty, Alabama, Tuscaloosa. Who's winning?
Alabama.
I'm gonna put Alabama on upset alert.
Alabama's got a sneaky hard, tough.
Alabama does not have a sneaky hard schedule. Alabama genuinely has one of the hardest non-conference schedules.
Yeah,
in the
but
country.
like to start the schedule, it's
and they play PK 85. They'll play Longwood and Liberty, two good teams.
Yeah, like that's
they
what I'm
talking. Memphis, Houston, and Gonzaga. Not to mention, they have to play Oklahoma in Norman.
That's what I'm talking about, by the way. The start of their schedule this first week is a lot tougher than people realize.
They should win these games comfortably, but I don't know if they will. And I think Alabama could be in danger of missing the tournament before Javon Quinterly comes back.
I think that's definitely fair to say.
And once he comes back, he's got to slot in well because they have Kentucky and Arkansas back-to-back on January 7th and 11th.
Wow, that's tough.
They, luckily for them, only get Kentucky once. And it's at home.
I'm guessing they get Arkansas twice, though.
They do.
Okay.
But they get Florida once. They get Tennessee once. So they kind of lucked out.
Yeah, they probably don't play Missouri twice either because we usually don't. We played them twice last year.
Yeah, you only play them once.
Right. Pitt, West Virginia is the next one, right?
Backyard brawl. FAU and Ole Miss. That should be I barely have either of those in the top 100.
Yeah, no, I think Ole Miss is kind of getting overrated.
Also, Pitt is not top 100. I don't care.
They're not top 100?
They're 84, but I don't care.
Yeah, I think they're probably the 10th.
SMU and Dayton are in my top 100.
Okay.
Dayton should win that game.
Yeah, even without...
Also, Kentucky is minus 23 Ken Palm against Duquesne. What is the actual spread in that game?
Kentucky is minus 23 Ken Palm against Duquesne. It's not out yet. It'll be out later this week.
But here's what you got to do. Kentucky minus whatever. They're going to win that game by like 35.
Okay.
Duquesne is overrated like crazy on Ken Palm.
Why?
I have absolutely no idea.
Duquesne is 134 on Ken Palm?
They should be like 195.
Okay. Interesting.
They are favored in Ken Palm in all but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. They are projected to go 20 and 11 by Ken Palm.
Interesting. So,
Fordham plays Arkansas. That's interesting. I think Arkansas will handily win, but it should be interesting. Fordham's going to be well coached.
Right. I hope UNC loses to Charleston.
Hold on, give me a minute. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
Yeah, I hope UNC loses to Charleston. Yeah, I guess we can kind of start to move in to Saturday. Missouri Penn is an interesting game on Friday. Penn, obviously, one of the favorites in the Ivy League, but Missouri, I'm guessing, probably a 14-point favorite, 15-point favorite in that game. They should handle them. We then get into over the weekend. We get St. Peter's playing Seton Hall in the rematch, or not the rematch, but the Shaheen Holloway game. Shaheen Holloway, obviously, playing his former team. Don't know if there's anything else. Saturday, Washington State plays Boise State. Tough first week for Boise State to start the season. And then on Sunday, I know there's kind of good game then. Tennessee playing Colorado. That game will be in Knoxville. Tennessee obviously had a very good preseason. They had the win over Gonzaga in the exhibition by like 18, I want to say. Rumor on the block is they beat Michigan State in a secret scrimmage as well. So we'll see how they look. Obviously, losing Kennedy Chandler, but bringing back a ton as well. Colorado may be one of the more underrated teams in the country at this point. They lost Jabari Walker to the NBA draft. I think if he came back, they're probably a tournament team in the preseason. But
We
Sam,
were
I'm talking
talking
about the
about.
Tennessee Colorado game on Sunday.
That's a fun one. But I wanted to talk about Washington State, Boise State.
Yeah, I mentioned that one. Tough first week for Boise.
Yeah, they have a tough schedule too. They face South Dakota State, Washington State. They face Utah Valley, Texas A&M, St. Louis. That's all before conference play starts, and they also got to face Oakland and Santa Clara.
And they're another one that, like, obviously their conference is good. So
Yeah, St. Bonaventure at Canisius also should be interesting rivalry game. St. Bonaventure is a team that I'm really fascinated to see because they have to play South Dakota State at the Pentagon
did they keep
on.
like any? Did they keep like any notable players?
No, they didn't. They lost everyone.
Wow.
The thing with St. Bonaventure, you're going to look at a lineup of Daryl Banks, Moses Flowers, Kyrell Luke, Maxa Madison, Chad Venning, something like that. That is a lot of new blood, and they are not shying away from a challenge. South Dakota State, Notre Dame, Middle Tennessee, Iona, Florida Gulf Coast, Northern Iowa in the non-conference. I'm going to see them twice. I think I'm going to see them against Iona and at Siena. It's going to be a really interesting non-conference.
Certainly. I'm looking through Sunday, see if there's any other interesting games. Oh, North Texas St. Mary's is Sunday.
Yeah, St. Mary's schedule is amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think Tennessee's losing on Colorado, but Colorado could end up being really underrated.
Yeah, Colorado's fun. Look at Sunday as well. I mean, let's see. Oklahoma State is playing at Oakland.
And Oakland's a good program. They
Yeah,
got
you get the longest tenured coach in college basketball.
they got some players
Also,
there.
Towson at Penn is an underrated game. Penn, again, Iona,
Penn's,
Missouri,
Penn's
Towson,
playing.
West Virginia, Colgate, Delaware, Villanova, Temple.
Yeah, Penn's playing here Friday. So I'm kind of telling everyone like that's our toughest
I don't know if
non-con
my brother's going to be there, but he might.
at Penn, Missouri.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he's the manager.
Oh, that's right.
He's coming up tomorrow for the game.
Gotcha.
Here's an interesting one between two lower tier power conference teams, DePaul, Minnesota.
When is that game? Monday?
That is Monday, yeah.
Okay. I think DePaul. I don't think DePaul is going to be the worst team in the Big East this year. I still am kind of adamant it's going to be Marquette. Although, what do we think of Tony Stubblefield at this point?
I like him. I like what he's building.
The only reason I ask is like, I think they could have hired Dennis Gates.
This, like now?
No, like back when 2 years ago when they were doing the interview process.
Maybe
Which
they could have. Maybe they'd be in a better place, but who knows?
I um, who is out for them for a little while? They have a DePaul is a guard like out for a little while, right?
Yeah, Caleb
Is it
Murphy.
is is it Terry?
It's either Terry or Murphy.
Okay. Well, anyway, Umoja Gibson's going to average 18 a game this year,
Yeah,
but Minnesota beats them.
that should be interesting.
Minnesota dealing with a lot of injury problems themselves, by the way. Virginia, Northern Iowa on Monday.
Yeah, certainly an interesting one. Yale, Hawaii.
Hawaii's like not awful, right?
Yeah, Hawaii's not awful.
That's what I've heard.
All right, then next Tuesday is the big one.
Yeah, Champions Classic.
Champions Classic, Gamebridge Fieldhouse. But the biggest game of the day is unequivocally Morris at the Citadel.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Sorry. Texas Lutheran at Incarnate Word.
What about Lee's McRae and High Point?
I don't know, man. I think I'm taking Hardin Simmons and UT Arlington over that.
Unreal. Yeah, Champions Classic should be fun, but
give me what you think's gonna happen there.
So I don't know if Kentucky Michigan State's going to be a particularly close game. I think Kentucky's probably too big for them. Michigan State's not a very big team, and Kentucky could have problems with their guards in theory, but like Shibwe is going to go for probably 27 and 15 against Matty Sissoko. So I'll take Kentucky there in a comfortable win. And then the late game, Duke Kansas. Duke isn't healthy right now. I think Lively's gonna play by then. Derek is probably more up in the air. Coach said he was a couple weeks away. When we played our exhibition last Wednesday, I believe it was. So we'll see if he's ready for that. My guess is probably no. But either way, I don't. You know my feelings about Kansas. I don't think they're very good, and I think Duke should probably beat them regardless of Whitehead playing or not.
Yeah, I think Duke should be able to win that game.
Now, like, if Lively's not playing, different story. But, like, I think he probably is back by then.
Yep. Dayton UNLV is another interesting one that day.
Ooh, that is an interesting one. Where's that game at? Is that at UNLV?
Yes.
That's a tough one. That's one Dayton might lose.
Vermont goes to USC at the Galen Center. I'm telling you, that's a sneaky one.
Dylan Penn's healthy now, right?
Wait, no, I forgot. I think he's hurt.
I think he's coming back. St. Louis plays Memphis that day, too.
St. Louis by about 15.
San Diego State going to Stanford.
John Rothstein keeps tweeting the 15 hours until... He's been tweeting this, like, for the last 4 days, it feels
they're all scheduled tweets.
Like, I know. It's amazing.
Like, he's not the grinder that everyone thinks he is.
Oh, no. He is, but he's not.
Yeah, no. That's what I meant to say. Like,
my favorite part about it is he records the entire Rothstein 45 on one day. You know how I know that?
How?
His
the background
hair
never changes?
What?
The background never changes?
No, not the background.
Is it his clothes?
His hair never changes. And his jacket never changes, nor does his shirt. It's the exact same.
How does he record that all in one day?
Because he records it for it's like a 30-second clip for every team.
No, but like they're all 30 seconds to a minute, and you still like. Do you know how like long that takes?
I mean, what else is he doing on like August 19th?
That's August 9th. You think he made that on August 19th?
I don't know. I'm just saying a random day.
Like, I just think it's funny how like he tweeted.
What is he doing on? What else is he doing on September 12th?
I also think it's funny how like he tweeted today like the Rothstein 45 is live, and he posted the link. Like he hasn't been tweeting. Like we don't know what the Rothstein 45 is.
And the funny part is he's had the whole thing, like the whole top 45 live the entire time.
Yeah, no, it was like it's been up for quite some time at this point.
It really has.
But yeah, getting back on track, Gavitt games start Tuesday as well.
Yep.
Colgate's gonna go to Syracuse and win.
Ooh, that's interesting. If that happens, you gotta fire Jim Boeheim on the spot and hire Matt Langle.
What do you think the projected spread is on Ken Palm?
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. It's -10 Syracuse.
10 points. I think that's probably too high. Like, if Torvik, like not Torvik, if Ken Palm only projects Colgate to score 68 points against that Syracuse team, like,
yeah, I think that's a little bit crazy.
Colgate's gonna hit shots. They always do.
Alabama's also going to Mobile.
How did that game get scheduled?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh, St. Bonaventure, South Dakota State is that day. That's a good day.
Yeah, it's a great day. There's a lot of great days. And then obviously, huge game on November 16th. Gonzaga at Texas at the new Moody Center.
Is Texas going to be ready this time?
I don't know, man. We'll have to see.
See what else is that day. Michigan plays at Pitt.
No, Michigan plays Pitt at Barclays.
Oh, right. That's part of the Legends Classic.
I will not be going.
Iowa Seton Hall should be an intriguing game.
VCU Arizona State is interesting.
Yeah, that is. Man, that's such a game that Arizona State loses.
I mean, VCU's straight up better than Arizona State.
Yeah, no, that's true. How far do I have apart? I have
them like 12 spots apart.
I have Arizona State 6 spots better.
Ah, okay.
I'm a believer in Arizona State. I'm a believer.
Furman and Penn State at TD Arena.
Is that Wednesday?
That's that Thursday.
Okay.
So Feast Week. When do we officially say Feast Week starts?
Feast Week starts on Friday. Friday, November 18th, because that's when a couple tournaments start.
I say it starts. I'll say it starts that next Monday because we got to do a show that Sunday.
That's true, but like that weekend, you also have the Continental Tire main event, which is a really good tournament, and you have the Hall of Fame Classic, which is really good.
The Charleston Classic.
The Charleston Classic is fine.
It's a good tournament. It's Furman, Penn State, Colorado State, South Carolina, Davidson. Those are good teams.
Myrtle Beach Invitational is better.
I never said it was. Never said it wasn't.
Well, Myrtle Beach also starts on that Friday.
Yeah. Wait. Which one is? Who's playing in Myrtle Beach?
It's Texas A&M's tournament. Let me.
Yeah. And then the next day, Baylor, Virginia. Virginia is a -1. Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Virginia is also like absurdly high on Ken Palm, which is like I'm sorry, I can't get behind them being this good.
Another interesting one you get is Iona, Vermont at Mohegan Sun.
I love that place. I love that we play basketball there. Unlike that woeful place in South Dakota that we play at.
The Sanford Pentagon.
Yeah. We're playing Baylor Gonzaga there in front of 3,000 people. It's going to be a dandy.
Yep. Florida State's that day. Florida will win by 14.
Indiana plays Xavier that Friday.
Okay.
Excellent.
I know your thoughts on Indiana.
That's going to be when Indiana's exposed as frauds.
And I think I'm starting to come to your side on this.
Yeah. I mean, you understand where I'm coming from. They're a 12 seed and added Jalen Hood-Schifino. Like, why are we all of a sudden crowning this team a top 15 team in college basketball when they finished 48th in Ken Palm last year?
Yeah, I'm feeling that I'm falling for the North Carolina paradox.
At least with Virginia, we could say like, okay, like they have a legit top 3 coach in the sport. There's no way they can be that bad defensively again.
I think I'm falling for the North Carolina paradox with Indiana. Of team is just experienced.
Like they're also like it's the second year of their coach. Like players getting used to his system. Like I understand where people are coming from, but I just disagree with it. I think I, I'll
I
say this.
think if I got to do it again, I'd probably pick Illinois to win the league.
I'll stick with Michigan. With Illinois
And
second.
actually, I do get to do it again because the season starts tomorrow, and Illinois is going to win the Big Ten.
That is definitely fair.
Now, I'm still low on Illinois. Maybe not.
I
Maybe
think
not low on them because you're just high on them. I think.
here's my question for you. And forget the AP top 25 because those are voters and those are humans. Is there a better chance that no Big Ten teams finish in the top 25 of KenPom, or one Big Ten team finishes in the top 10?
I think there's a ceiling on Michigan and Illinois to finish in the top 10.
Okay. I think that's fine. I probably would agree with you. I'm looking at Indiana's schedule. Could they lose before Xavier? No, they only played 2 games before then. Oh, you got to be kidding me. They get 8 days off in between Bethune-Cookman and Xavier.
They're going to be fresh and ready to turn the ball over on their first 3 possessions.
Let's go. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Xavier's first 3 games are Morgan State, Montana, and Fairfield. So
Hey, be nice.
I'm sorry.
Be nice. Be nice. By the way, we're not talking about how Xavier could be 2-3.
Well, their games after Indiana are Florida and Southeastern Louisiana.
They could be 2-3. They could lose to.
Oh
Fairfield
wait, they play the PK 85.
Sorry, they could be 2-5.
Where is your 5th loss coming from?
Portland. I don't. They'll be 3 and they'll be 3 and
Xavier Florida will be probably the best first round game of any Feast Week tournament.
They'll be 4-3. They'll be 4-3.
I should specify any Feast Week tournament with 8 teams in the bracket. Like,
yes.
Xavier Florida's obviously
back to some of the previous games. Let's talk about some of the teams with the easiest, the cakewalks
of the in terms of non-con schedules.
Yes, the cakewalks. Who has the biggest cakewalk before Feast Week?
To be perfectly fair to myself and to you, I haven't fully dived into
North Carolina.
Don't even start.
Look at their schedule. Look at their non-conference schedule, not including forced games.
You know Indiana is a projected loss for them?
Yes. That's going to be the feeble off.
They're projected to go 22-7. That doesn't include obviously the PK 85 second and third round games.
Think about it. Before the PK 85, Wilmington, Charleston, Gardner-Webb, James Madison, all at home.
Yeah.
Look at their other non-conference games.
I'm envisioning a 1-3 start.
Okay, they'll be 4-0, winning every game by 40, and North Carolina fans will victory lap it.
Hey, best storyline in the sport this year. North Carolina is defending the title they didn't win.
Yeah, I know. It's so annoying. Like I have no allegiances to North Carolina, to Duke, to anyone in the ACC, but oh my God,
they're all overrated. Everyone's a fraud.
Everyone's a fraud. Yep.
No,
I also don't want to say it, but the Wildcats of Arizona, Nicholls State, Southern, and Utah Tech.
That's fine. We can push the Arizona agenda.
Yeah, the Wilbur the Wildcat could coach them to wins in those games. Okay, wait. I screwed up.
They play in Maui, so
I screwed up. TCU.
Oh, dude, TCU doesn't ever play anyone. Do you remember their non-con schedule last year?
Yeah, I do.
It was terrible.
They were 12-2.
Yeah, Pine Bluff, Lamar, Northwestern State. Louisiana
That's
Monroe.
360,
Dude,
358,
oh
353.
my God.
Those are 399.9s. They have 599.7s, an additional 398s.
They legitimately play 4 of the 10 worst teams in college basketball.
This is Jamie Dixon basically saying the Big 12, like, we don't need big wins. We will get our big wins in the Big 12.
And I think he's probably right.
He is right. This is a top 10 team in the country. We just won't get to see them do anything.
Yeah, this is just atrocious, to be perfectly honest.
It really is. It really is. And
Also,
and Oklahoma, you're not much better. Okay, you're a lot better. Sam Houston State, Pine Bluff, Wilmington, South Alabama.
yeah, that's not good. But it's not.
Let's talk about
Let's
what let's talk about Pine Bluff. TCU, Oklahoma, Mississippi State, Texas, all on their schedule.
Gotta fund the program, man.
Yeah, gotta fund the program that's projected to have a 113.8 defensive rating.
Can we call Pine Bluff? Can we call Pine Bluff's non-conference schedule like the fund the program tour?
No, that's Coppin State.
Who do they play?
Here, let me find it, because last year Kevin Sweeney wrote an article about it. Oh no, it's not as bad this year, but last year it was at Loyola Chicago, at DePaul, at Rider, at UConn, at Greensboro, home against Loyola Maryland, at Virginia, at Cleveland State, at Canisius, at East Carolina, at Bonnie's, at Cornell, at George Washington, home against Towson, at Drexel. That was their non-conference schedule.
Do you remember last year when
That
Alcorn
was 15 games in about 35 days, including a back-to-back and 3 games in 4 days.
Do you remember
They
last
played
year?
6 games in 9 days.
I was gonna say something similar. Do you remember last year when Alcorn State played like 4 games in the first 7 days of the season?
I do.
That is just too much.
I do.
Also, I know we're not talking about Feast Week, but Arizona San Diego State in the second round of the Maui is going to be just absurd.
It'd be so great.
Hopefully, San Diego State beats Ohio State.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Not too worried about Arizona losing to Cincinnati, but
yeah, Cincinnati is kind of
they'll
mediocre.
They'll win games.
I've seen them get like from some people. I've seen them get like a lot of hype. I'm not sure why.
I mean, like,
oh wow, you brought in Rob Finney and Landers Nolly.
hey,
you brought in mediocre guards from the Big Ten and a solid American Conference player.
Rob Finney is good. He couldn't get minutes at Indiana because they're a top 10 team.
He couldn't get minutes over Xavier Johnson, who's this all Big Ten point guard.
Dudes, I've seen Xavier Johnson like as like a top as like a all first teamer in the league.
Like, I've been thinking about that. Like, what is Xavier Johnson? Like, what really is he?
In what world is he going to have a better year than Hogarth or Tyson Walker? Or Llewellyn?
Or Llewellyn? Or Talon Cooper, let's be honest here.
Yeah, I mean, like, he might not have a better year than Sky Clark, if we're being honest.
Sky Clark, so when Sky Clark pulls Zach Edey out of the post,
it's going to be so funny.
That's going to be the best moment of the college basketball season.
Did you read John Rothstein's, like, prediction article? Or his like, hot takes article the other day?
No, I didn't. Let me see.
One of them was, like, Zach Edey's going to average, like, 20 and 10, which, like,
Zach Edey, 20 minutes and 10 points.
I mean, he's gonna like lead he's gonna be top probably 5 in the country in effective field goal percentage.
He's gonna be top 2 in the country in fouls committed.
I cannot wait to see him defend.
Who's their backup center?
I don't know, but Caleb First is probably gonna be their best player, right?
I don't know.
Like, I put Edey on my third team in the Big Ten, because I think his numbers are gonna be good, but like that's not going to mean he's any better than he was last year.
I mean, they lost Ivy, Travion Williams, Sasha Stefanovic.
To be perfectly fair, like, I think Purdue...
Brandon Newman, maybe?
To be fair, like Purdue will probably get back to like the usual Matt Painter stuff where
Yeah,
they're
because
really
Matt Painter's great.
where they're
But
really good at,
God, Zach
like
Edey's
where
so
they run
bad.
like they're going to get back to like usual Purdue where they run really good stuff in the half court and they're one of the toughest teams to prepare for in
Because
the league.
they'll still be able to shoot. And
Like,
what's the guy? What's the guy from Utah?
oh my god, I forgot they got him.
David Jenkins. Yeah, David
Yes,
Jenkins.
yes. And like
Also, remember the Fletcher lawyer hype?
he's not
Do
going
you
to
remember
play.
when
I
people
would
were
think,
saying he's like a top 20 freshman?
dude. Have you seen like a completely separate? No, not completely separate because I'm talking about his brother. Have you seen the Foster Lawyer high school stuff?
What high school stuff?
Like, have you seen his high school highlights?
No, I haven't.
He was absurd.
I'll have to watch tomorrow morning on the train to hype me up for college basketball. Nothing like watching the best shooter in the country. That's one way to irritate Michigan State fans. He's obviously not,
Yeah, no,
but
but
irritating Michigan State fans is fun.
I thought it was so funny that like he was just like a train wreck in the Big Ten, and then like first round of the tournament they have to play a Big Ten team. In fact, his own school.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
By the way, I never saw the Fletcher Lawyer hype.
I saw like Goodman. Goodman had him at like 20.
What are the odds that Goodman has watched a second of Fletcher Lawyer play?
he's still probably just watching Shaden Sharp highlights over and over again.
that was one of the most random days of my life. On
There
Twitter.
goes Derrick Henry! Oh my God!
Well, I'm trying to think of what. By the way, I don't know if I told you this. David and I started doing this thing on the end of our show. I call it the John Rothstein word game. We each come into the show with 3 words, and at the end of the show, we give each other the words one by one, and the other person has to search up the at John Rothstein and then the word on Twitter and read the first tweet that pops up.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that right now. Give me 3 words.
Okay. The first word I'll give you. Let's go. Oh no, he probably uses that word a ton. Let's go shelf.
Shelf?
Yeah.
All right, what's your guess?
I have no idea. This is like the thing.
Okay. He's used the word 4 times.
Read the first tweet.
The last one or the top one?
The top one.
From December 24th, 2015.
Oh boy.
No head coach has had a tougher start to the season than URI's Dan Hurley. Both E.C. Matthews and Hassan Martin now on the shelf indefinitely. Brutal.
Wonderful. Now you give me a word. This is how this works.
All right. Maximum.
From October 23rd, 2020. Source: the Division I Basketball Committee has voted in favor of maximum scheduling flexibility for this season. Teams can play in 2 MTEs, and two teams from the same conference can play in the same MTE. Waiting now on final approval from the D1 Council.
All right, that was bad. Let's do another one.
All right. Oh, the one I'm just kind of scrolling through. Oh, some of his old ones are just wonderful.
Keyboard.
What'd you say?
Keyboard.
Keyboard. He has never tweeted the word keyboard.
Try typing. This is going to be hilarious because it's going to be like, I was typing this.
From November 9th, 2012. Apologies earlier, BBN. Jared Polson, typing too fast.
Oh, man. All right, give me one.
Let's think. Let's do bar. B-A-R.
Bar Coastal.
Oh, right. I like trying to think of words like he doesn't use. What about purify?
Ooh, that's interesting.
P-U-R-I-F.
Never used it.
Yeah,
but
what about
he's used Purifoy.
Daniel Purifoy on Auburn.
Auburn's Dangel Purifoy will not play today against LSU, per a school spokesman.
I love this.
From July 22nd, 2015. 15 Impact SEC freshmen continued. D. Purifoy, Auburn. K. Allen, UF. B. Francis, UF.
Top two were kind of ended up being important players.
Yeah, for sure. Give me another. I'll give you one.
Okay.
Electronic.
Has never tweeted it.
Electric.
That one he's definitely tweeted. Oh, here we go. During the past few years, we've seen many players likely to go undrafted bypass returning to college. That has not happened in 2020. What does that mean? The 2020-2021 college basketball season has a chance to be electric from start to finish. Do us all a favor, wear a mask.
Stay positive, test negative.
Oh, the one below that's good. It's from November 9th last year. Navy's campus will be electric on Friday for the CBS Sports Veterans Classic matchup against Virginia Tech. Biggest event in Annapolis since Harrison Ford filmed Patriot games in the early 1990s.
Let's go with England.
Ooh.
It'll be like New England.
Oh, dude, you didn't think this through, and neither did I.
What is it?
Bryant could be the best team in New England next season, not named UConn or Providence.
Yeah, all right. France.
We're naming countries now.
Yes.
I bet you this is something about like an overseas freshman. USA beats France to win. This is from the summer, actually,
This summer?
or last summer.
Victor Wembanyama.
USA beats France to win the gold medal at the U19 World Cup in Latvia. Nice performance down the stretch from Mike Miles, Jaden Ivey, and Kenneth Lofton Jr., who was featured in Crunch Time. I remember that. I remember the Kenny Lofton hype 2 summers ago.
Oh, that's 2020 or 2021?
2021.
Yeah, that's not 2 summers ago. That's 1. Go with
last summer before, 2 summers ago.
That's summer 2021. Last summer. This summer. Last summer.
Sam, last summer is over. Last summer,
but that's still this summer.
Okay, fine. Do a wallet.
Oh, I'm excited for this one. From John Rothstein. Wallet. Never tweeted it.
He's never tweeted the word wallet?
Somehow, some way. Let's see if he's ever done Spanish. Nope. The word Spanish? Never tweeted the word Spanish.
What about gummy?
No chance.
Gumm. I have vitamin gummy sitting right next to me, so.
Let's see.
What was the funny one that David and I had the other day on our show? Oh, I think I remembered. Let me search this up. Hold on. David and I had a really funny one on our show, and I wanted.
All right, clever. The word is clever.
Okay, I'll search it up. Miller on. This is from May 21st, 2012. Miller on Gabe York. He's a gifted scorer who's very comfortable using his dribble. He's a very clever player.
Wow, that's Sean Miller talking about Gabe York.
Gabe York was good.
Gabe York, 15 points a game that one year. He was good. I remember him.
I cannot wait to see his tweets tomorrow night.
Oh my god. What I'm gonna do right now is search from John Rothstein and like the opening night of the season last year.
Okay. I know there was something like a couple years ago where like Navy beat someone to like start the season, um, 2 years ago on opening day, and like I
Virginia.
woke
They beat
up
Virginia.
not on opening day.
No, that was opening day.
Maybe it was Army. Like
Yeah,
there was
Navy beat Virginia on opening day last year.
no 2 years ago. It
They
was
beat
like
George Washington.
on opening day.
Yeah.
Maybe that was it because like I woke up and he tweeted
All
that.
right, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Let's go and find it. He tweets so much during this time.
How? By the way, how do you tweet for a certain date? Do you like?
Here, it's tough, but anyway. All right.
You're gonna have to show me how because this is
Anyway. 24 hours until the college basketball season officially begins. And here we go. The late Heath Ledger as the Joker in the dark, yada, 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 yada.
a classic.
All right, here we go. Birthdays, holidays, weddings, bar mitzvahs. Whatever you want, you got. This is Cameo.
But by the way, I totally forgot to tell you. So David and I wanted to make like a funny like promo for our show at KCOU, and so you know who we tried to message on Cameo or on what's the website where you can like send players messages, not Cameo. There's like a NIL one, NIL
Oh, I
Marketplace.
know the one. I know the one.
NIL Marketplace. So we tried to message a player on NIL Marketplace to like record a promo for our show that we could play. Do you know who we ended up messaging?
Who?
Eric Curry.
That's so random.
He was like $10.
That's so random.
He was like $10, and he's like a meme for our show because he likes David's mom. David's or his mom likes David's tweets all the time.
Okay. Here we go. Michigan State was 7-2 in games last season where Gabe Brown reached double figures. Can he emerge as a bona fide, consistent scoring option for the Spartans? The curtain comes up tonight. Michigan State, Kansas, Champions Classic, MSG. That was at 6:06 a.m.
Scheduled tweet. Actually, no, he was probably up. He was definitely up. Who schedules a tweet?
Kentucky had
6:06 a.m.?
313 assists. Kentucky had 313 assists and 349 turnovers as a team last season while shooting just, oh my God, I forgot how bad that Kentucky team
They were so bad.
The Wildcats redemption attempt starts tonight. Kentucky, Duke, MSG, Champions Classic. That tweet,
Yeah, who won that? Who won that game? Who won that game?
6:07 a.m. Dustin Kearns was in his first year at Wofford when Rick Pitino took Louisville to the Final Four in 2005. Tonight, they coach head-to-head as Appalachian State visits Iona. America! That tweet, 6:08. Tonight, the game to watch. Kansas, Michigan State, Duke, Kentucky, La Tech, Alabama, Oral Roberts, Colorado State, Cleveland State, BYU. 6:09. Sienna's Anthony Gaines' ankle will be a game-time decision for tonight's game. Oh my God, all the injuries. Some people have hobbies. I watch college basketball.
Makes sense.
All the it spreads tweets.
Do you think like before he goes to sleep, he just like takes like a notepad and like writes all the things he has to like tweet in the morning?
Yes.
That's how I envision it.
Video of dude climbing up Mount Everest or something.
What?
I don't know. The hour of euphoria is upon us.
There used to be a coach with a Mount Everest saying, right? It was Pat Chambers.
I think so.
I'm searching that up.
Cal loses a bye game to UC. Oh, we got the epitome of brutality tweets.
Who loses a bye game tomorrow?
Oh, let's look.
Honestly, it might be Cal. They're like a 6-point favorite.
All right, let's see. What bye games are there tomorrow? Oh, Auburn. They lose a bye game tomorrow.
Oh yeah, dude. If Auburn loses to George Mason.
Wait, no, hold on. Oh no, it's UC Davis this year, not UC San Diego. Honestly, Belmont, Ohio. Is that a bye game?
I would think, right? I don't.
Why would it be a bye game? Those teams are like kind of even.
By the way, do you know what I'm going to tweet tomorrow if Auburn loses to George Mason?
What?
In all capital letters, I'm going to tweet, he has to be an Auburn hater. That's why.
That's good. That's good.
I cannot wait for.
Whenever Auburn loses, you have to tweet that.
Should I make that one of my bits?
What bits are you planning on
I
doing?
only have one right now, and I was actually going to plan on like just sitting down and brainstorming tonight, but I can make that
You
one.
can't brainstorm bits. They have to come.
That's kind of true.
Like Jaden Ivey, we are all witnesses. Colin Gillespie is Amazon Prime. He always delivers.
Hold on.
Like those are bits.
No, my first one that I came up with is every time San Diego State wins, I'm just tweeting the score and posting the "Stay Classy San Diego" GIF, whatever you freaking call it.
It's a GIF. Kansas with a very complete performance sans Jalen Wilson at MSG. Ochai Agbaji with a career high 29 points leads the Jayhawks over Michigan State. Very impressive. I love John Rothstein.
Every time Auburn loses. Okay, I'll think of a couple more. Derrick Henry with 92 first half rushing yards. Nobody is surprised. Jaden Ivey, we are all witnesses. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was the one I had.
Do you have any other ones last year?
I had Colin Gillespie as Amazon Prime. He always
I know. Outside of those two.
I had one, but I can't think of it. Oh, no, it was Mac Bigman when Nelly Jr. Joseph gets positioning. It's the Chuckles, I'm in danger.
Right.
And then there's the Dylan Von Eyck is Mr. Momentum. When I'm in a momentum competition and my opponent is Dylan Von Eyck.
I remember that one. Oh my god. God, I cannot.
What other ones did I have?
You had the Shaheen Holloway Rothstein slogan.
Yeah, but that came late.
And it was just way better than what Rothstein came up with.
What did he go with? The People's Coach?
The People's Coach.
Like, that's not bad. I can't lie.
Like, it's fine. If John Shire gets a slogan, that will be the fastest I ever purchased something in my life. Same with Dennis Gates. And Dennis Gates actually, honestly, probably will get one because his last name is very easy to make a pun out of.
Dennis opening the gates.
Missouri basketball, the floodgates have opened.
Oh, that's sick. Oh, we just got a Goodman tweet.
Just now?
Yeah, I thought it was a Rothstein tweet, but it was.
Is it something about Shaden Sharp?
Nope, it was SIUE, Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. Star guard Rayshawn Taylor.
They suck.
What?
They suck.
They suck.
They're terrible. Oh my god! I can't wait till Goodman's overreactions are always at the start of the season are always the best.
Well, last year, Michigan is the best team in the country after 10 minutes.
No, the best one was last year when BYU beat Oregon and he put them like 8th.
No. Didn't he say after like 5 minutes that Michigan was the best team in the country?
What, when they were playing Buffalo?
Yeah.
Who else lost opening night last year? Louisville lost opening night last year, right? Or was that Friday?
I don't remember.
That might have been Friday. They might have lost like right before the UCLA Nova game started.
I'm looking through this.
Jeff Goodman's 4 games to watch. Game of the day, Memphis Vanderbilt. Agreed. Duke Jacksonville. Yep. Auburn George Mason, St. Mary's, or Roberts. I'm a little bit worried about tomorrow. By the way, like, we all love the man. He's a college basketball icon, but could we, like, get Dick Vitale to stop tweeting things?
Dude, his tweets are so, like, annoying to look at.
Because he just capitalizes random words.
I know. Here, let me look. Let me keep going down and look through and look because what he tweeted about Michigan. I swear.
Hold on, I'm looking at Dick Vitale's tweets. Oh, he was tweeting about Mel Tucker.
No, yeah,
yesterday.
it was. We're 14 minutes into the season, and I'm ready to hand Michigan the national title.
Goodman said
Hashtag
that?
basketball school.
Goodman said that?
Yeah.
Send me that right now.
Here, I'll put it in the chat.
By the way,
Here, check the private chat.
oh my god. By the way, Goodman was or not Goodman. Dickie V was tweeting about Mel Tucker yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
What about him?
We're 14 minutes into this. Eric, do you see what Eric Haslam's comment was?
Well, here, I gotta see it. Give me a minute. I said the same thing about Chicago State last night.
Over under 3.5 wins for Chicago State this year. Total, not against Division I teams, obviously.
Oh, I need to see their schedule. They're independent.
This guy commented.
They'll go over. They'll go over. They have 4 games against D2.
This guy commented. The
and they have a home and home with Hartford.
Oh.
In season home and home.
Yeah, and Hartford's terrible.
Hartford's an independent. They play Delaware State. They play UTRGV. They play Bethune. They'll go over 5.
This guy tweeted.
Let's make some stupid bets. Let's do this. Let's make stupid over-under bets on the eve of the season. Just name a random team.
And a total.
And the Ken Palm total, which is what we'll use.
Okay. I'm gonna scroll down and just pick a random team.
No.
Ooh.
Choose a no. Here's what you need to do. Random number generator. 1 to 360.
Oh yeah, dude, pull that up.
Let's do it.
By the way,
let's do a $5 bet for each team. Okay?
What? We're not gonna go through all 363 teams.
Well, no, we're not gonna go through every team. We're gonna do like 10.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll do that.
Team
by the way,
313.
Hold on. By the way, in the Goodman tweet about Michigan, this guy commented, "Wouldn't be the first time they claim a championship without playing all their games."
All right.
313 in Ken Palm.
Stetson is projected 10 wins.
Stetson.
I will go under.
Stetson. Let's see. Honestly, like I agree with you. I'd go under as well. I'm looking at their non-con. It's
they play a bunch of MAC teams. Oh, that's because they're going to Dublin.
They also play Florida State and Florida. They
do have an easy conference though. They like FGCU isn't very good this year, and they're like one of the top teams in
Queens is in their league. But
Queens is 226.
Yeah, Queens isn't that bad. Like they play.
Are they really that good?
Central Arkansas.
They're bad. North Alabama.
I'm gonna go under as well. I agree.
All right, let's find a different team. 214.
Who is that?
That is Illinois State. 14.
Oh, dude. Oh my God.
14. But look at their non-conference schedule.
I don't care. Whatever their projected total is, they're going to go below it.
Look at the non-conference schedule, dude. They only need to win like 6 conference games.
Oh, that is really bad. That is really bad.
I'm gonna go over.
I'll over 14.
Over 13.5.
I'll go under. That's
all right. That's a bet.
Write it down. Illinois State. Like
all right.
They were really bad last year, and they lost Antonio Reeves.
But they scheduled Northwestern State home and home.
Twice they play them.
Yeah.
By the way, that takes place Saturday and a week from Thursday, if they win one of those games, you will be getting a text in all capital letters. Or if they lose one of those games, you'll be getting a text from all capital letters from me.
I know. I know.
If,
I know. If they're 8-3, if they're 8-3, you will be getting a text in all capital letters from me.
That's true. I essentially need them to lose like to one of these really bad teams.
Well, okay. Essentially, Ball State is the most losable game. But then again, they'll only need to go like 7-13 in the conference.
Oh my god! And they play all these shitty Illinois schools too.
All right, 130.
Okay. 130 is a solid team. So
Butler.
Oh.
Over under 10.5.
10.5. Over.
Look at their schedule.
I don't who. Well, 10.5. Well, by the way, they're definitely playing in an MTE, right? Because 29 games isn't a lot.
Oh shoot, yeah. Over under 11.5.
Hold on.
12.5.
Let's look at their MTE.
Tennessee.
Oh, they're in Atlantis. That's right. They're gonna play Tennessee.
So over under 11.5. They won how many games?
Well, hold
last
on.
year?
Let's think about this because we got to check if this moves the line at all. Otherwise, we might have to go straight up 11. Because if they lose, which we expect them to, USC BYU, they're worse than both of them. They're not worse than BYU. In my eyes.
Here's the problem, though. They have such a tough conference. I would still take probably like 13 wins for them. That's my prediction. 13 wins.
Yeah, but that's more than 10.
Are you going to go under?
I would go over.
Yeah, I would go over as well.
Okay, so what are we arguing about then? New team.
We're not arguing. We need a new team. That's what we were establishing. 225. I think this is a MAC team. No, it's Oregon State.
No, it's not.
It is.
Hold on.
8 under.
Win 4 games.
Let's go 4.5.
They are lucky if they win 4.
Yeah, 4.5. They play. Okay, 4.5. I'm taking the over.
Okay, like they probably should start 3-1, but like they could start 1-3.
3.5. 4.5. I'm taking the over. Would you
4.5? You'll take the over. They're gonna start 3-1. So
would you go under on 5.5?
No. I think we just
because I'm not going over on 6.5.
Ken Palm has them projected 3-17 in conference. If they win 3 conference games, like
let's set their over under at 1.5 conference wins.
Under. They're gonna win no conference games.
They'll win 1. They'll sneak 1 out.
No, they won't.
Okay. Okay, let's bet it. 0.5.
If you wait, hold on. If I set the line at 1.5 conference wins, would you go over?
No.
Okay.
I think they win 1. I think they smash and grab 1.
But like,
I don't know who. I don't know when. I don't know where.
Oh my God, Sam! They play Cal in the last game of the regular season at home. If they're 0-17 and beat Cal,
oh my God! I am taking the over on 0.5 conference wins.
I'm not betting that one. There's no way. Not without juice, I'm not.
All right, I'll give you 2-1.
2-1 to win no conference game?
Yes.
Deal.
So if they win 1 conference game, you give me 5. If they win 0, I give you 10.
Yes, and make sure you include that when you write it down. I can't believe I just bet on a team to win no conference game.
49.
Oh, 49's high.
That is Ole Miss, and they are projected 16.
Let me look at their schedule.
Oh, their non-conference is cake.
Yeah, but they're not very good.
Under.
I would agree with you on that.
What should we set the line at? 13.5?
Yeah, but like I think if we both agree with Ken Palm's rating, like ranking, we should just find another team. There's 363 teams to choose from. We're gonna disagree on 10 of them.
Yeah, we already disagreed on 2.
So
Well, kind of. Lipscomb, a team I know absolutely nothing about. 18. They play.
18.
They play. Honestly, I could see them going over. You know what? Over. I'm hitting the over here. If
On
they
18,
beat one of South Dakota, Chattanooga,
over 18.
over 17 and a half.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you're like here's my worry, like they could beat Louisville. They could beat Liberty. They got to play Liberty twice. Like they could beat them once.
I mean, they're only a 4-point dog at home.
They could knock off Jacksonville once. 17 and a half.
This will make the season so much more interesting.
What number are they? 180?
180.
I would probably take over as well.
All right, let's move it to 18 and a half.
18 and a half?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Last year, by the way, they won 14 games.
Oh, man.
And the year before, they won 15. So I think 18 and a half. I would honestly probably go under. They're probably going to win 18 games.
So is the line at 18 and a half?
The line is at 18.
Okay.
But we can't bet 18 because what happens if they win 18?
Well, it's just a push. Like.
Well, no, we need a bet.
So you want outcomes here.
Yes.
So you moved it to 18. Is this 18 and a half or 17 and a half?
18 and a half. It was just 17 and a half.
Give me the under.
Well, no, I was going to take the under on 18 and a half.
Oh. Well, fuck it. I'm taking the under too.
Okay. 240.
Mount St. Mary's.
Oh, baby. MSM.
See, this is dangerous for me because you know this team and I don't.
They have such a tough non-conference schedule, though.
15 wins is their projected total, so
Under.
we go down to 14 and a half.
Under 14 and a half. They'll win 13 games.
There's so many teams that they play that are close to them that are projected wins. Like,
there's so many teams that they play that are close to them in general. It's such a tough league to predict. I'm taking the under on 14 and a half. They have a lot of 40s. They have a lot of 30s. They have a lot of 50s, a lot of 60s.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one. Find a new team.
Would you take the over on 13 and a half?
No.
Okay, let's move on. 306.
Oh, boy.
I think that might be Marist. Marist 301. Bethune. 16.
Ooh.
So
I
15.
I love betting on some SWAC basketball.
15 and a half.
15 and a half.
Under. I don't know anything about this team. I don't think I've heard of a single player. But if I know one thing about the SWAC, it's that everybody fucking sucks.
What's the line? 15 and a half?
15 and a half, and I'm going under.
Over. Give it to me.
Last year, they won 9 games.
Over. Give it to me.
All right, let's do it. Bethune-Cookman.
I'm looking at their schedule. Listen to this non-con.
Oh, no, I know. It's super easy. But they're
garbage.
Not good either.
I know, but like if they win
Look, it's 15 and a half wins. They need to win like 7.
I know, but like
games.
306 is like a middle of the is like not a middle of the pack. 306 is like kind of getting into the upper tier of SWAC teams.
All right, I'm taking the under.
Bethune-Cookman, let's go.
181. Buffalo. 14.
Ooh.
It's 14 and a half. I'm taking the under.
14 and a half?
They lost everyone. They lost all 5 starters.
And they're not coached very well, so I agree with you on that.
All right. Didn't we have a conversation about how poorly they were coached?
Yes, we did.
I swear I remember that.
By
Nevada.
the way, Buffalo's 181 in Ken Palm. They're 253 in Torvik.
Nevada at 14. So at 14 and a half, I would take the under.
Nevada at 14.5. Oh my God, forget it. If you think I'm betting the over on a team coached by that fraud,
235. We agree on too much.
it's
Air
almost like
Force. 12 under. Wait, no, what is that non-conference schedule?
this is one of the worst non-conference schedules I've ever seen.
Oh my God. There's not a single good team. Like, not a single one. Delaware
How are
is
they
the best
funding this
team.
program?
Delaware is the best team. Who is funding the program? The United States Air Force.
I agree with you on this one, by the way.
Under, like 8. Wait, no. I don't know. Wait, over. I don't know. 10
Dude,
and a half. 10
them
and a
and
half.
San, them and San Jose State are the worst two teams in that conference by a long shot.
Yeah. All right, 10 and a half.
For who?
Air Force.
10.5.
What are you taking? Look at their non-con.
Yeah, but like if they slip up once or twice, it's done.
9.5.
You really want to bet the under, don't you?
I don't care. I just want to bet a number. I don't even just take either the over or the under. I don't care.
9.5. Give me the over.
All right, give me the under. It's so random. Come on, Air Force, lose a lot. Wait, that's not something I should be saying as an American citizen. 275. Oh boy, the Tommies of St. Thomas at 15. 15 and a half.
Over.
Under.
Bang. There's a bet. Just wait until they beat Creighton tomorrow night. You'll be in shambles.
Jim Root. Jim Root will be victory lapping.
Yeah. Good guy. Love Jim though. He's a Mizzou guy.
He is? All right, next up. 163. That is South Dakota.
Oh.
18. No, that's tight. That's tight. They're going to be really good. Honestly, they won.
By the way,
I would take the over on 18 and a half.
If you're looking for like a upset that no one sees coming, them over Wisconsin tomorrow.
That's not an upset no one sees coming. I talked about that like 3 weeks ago. I'm taking, by the way, over on 18 and a half for South Dakota.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
Over on 19 and a half for South Dakota. I think they win 20 games.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. They're good.
Right. 285.
Oh boy, this team's going to be really bad. Northern Illinois. Oh, they are awful.
Oh God.
11.
Under.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get away. 194.
194.
Campbell. I'm not touching the Big South anymore.
Yeah, no, we're done with that conference. They're out of play.
14. Oh baby. Arkansas. 20. Over.
Dude, for sure. Well, they have 2 extra games that aren't on
26.
They have 2
because
extra games.
Include conference tournaments.
No.
26 and a half.
Including conference tournaments, 26 and a half. If you include
and NCAA tournament.
They could get to 30.
28 and a half.
Including the NCAA tournament, 28 and a half.
Yes.
Under.
I'm going over.
Make sure you include the details on that.
Wait. I feel
Hold
like
on. Actually, let me do the math on this real quick. So 28 plus the 2 games.
They could go 28 and 10.
30 plus 3 is 33. Plus 6 is 39. So their maximum games is 39. Or I guess because they're gonna have a double bye. So their maximum games is 39. That means that What'd you set the number at? 28 and a half?
28.5. They could go 28 and a half. They could go 29 and 10. They could go
Because of
29.
because of coaching, they're probably at worst the Sweet 16 team.
Are you taking this?
28 and a half.
I went over.
Hold on. Give me a
Remember,
second.
there's so much risk with this team. So many new players.
Hold on. Give me a second to do research.
Think about all the things that would have to go right for this to happen. And I'm very high on Arkansas. I have them at
I
number
am
6.
too.
You love Anthony Black.
They won 28 games last year and went 18-2 in the final 20.
Yeah, they were so good down the stretch.
28 and a half, give me the under. I love Arkansas,
right.
but that's a lot of wins.
It's a lot of wins, but we got to gamble. That's what the whole point of this is. 231. So we go from talking about the top recruit maybe in the entire country.
Oh, can Circus stop freaking
to
logging into
Weber
KenPom?
State.
Huh?
To Weber State.
Oh, we get to bet on some Big Sky basketball.
14 and a half. I'm going over.
Hold on, I'm looking through the schedule.
I know that's a tough non-con overall with Washington, Colorado State, Abilene Christian, but I'm going over. Oh, Utah State and BYU. I'm going over.
14 and a half?
Yeah.
Under. Give me it.
Okay, let's do it. 14 and a half on
Big Sky has some teams that are like legitimately way better than them.
Yeah, but they also have teams that are legitimately way worse than them.
They have like one, and it's Idaho.
All right, 214. Illinois State. We already did them.
Yeah.
121. Portland. 17. Ooh. Under. Oh my God. Under.
Remember, that was stupid. I was gonna say, remember, they play in the PK 85, but they're gonna lose every game by 20 in that tournament.
Wait, no, but their non-con outside of that is like they're basically playing Lewis and Clark. They're literally playing Lewis and Clark. So they might just need to go 500 in the league to hit 17 and a half.
Which like is very like possible. I'm gonna say under 17.
I'm still going under, so yeah. 200 straight up. Brian.
Ooh.
17. There's only 16 conference games though. They could go 14-2. I'm going over.
I think I agree with you.
Let's set it at 18 and a half. Would you still go over?
18 and a half. Let me look at their non-con real quick. Hold on.
They play 3 non-D1s. But they also play FIU, not FIU.
They do FAU.
Well, they do play
FIU.
They play FAU, Syracuse, Cincy, Tulane, Liberty, and Towson. 18 and a half, would you go under? Because I'm going over.
No, I would still go over. I don't think that league's very good.
19 and a half, would you go under?
19 and a half.
Because there's only 16 conference games, but they could go 14-2.
Yeah, but like, if they beat FIU, Detroit, like those 3. But
what if they don't go 14-2?
Those 3 non-D1 games are scaring me.
Like, what if they don't go 14-2? What if they lose to UMass Lowell? What if they lose to Binghamton? And by the way, all of these bets, aside from the Arkansas one, do not include conference tournaments.
Yes, I know. I still agree with you over. I think they're probably a 21 team.
Yeah, all right.
What number were they? 200? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, 196.
96?
196.
Right State.
18. Oh, man, that Horizon League, they're predicting so many wins. Under 18 and a half.
I agree with you.
Under 7. Would you go over 17 and a half?
Hold on.
They play 2 non-D1s.
No, I'm still with you on that.
I see like 16 and 16 for them.
Yeah, this is a 500 team or worse. I think that Horizon League is weird.
Yeah, I kind of want to stay away. 166, the Longwood Lancers are at 20. Oh, man. 20 and a half?
Over.
Over. 21 and a half?
Over.
22 and a half.
You'll give me 2 games, I'll go under, I guess.
Oh,
Wait.
man, I was going to take the under on 22 and a half.
Yeah, I'd go over 20 and a half.
86. Toledo. 21. Last year they won 26.
And
I would go over on 21 and a half.
I'm reading through their schedule right now.
God, this is so tough because some of these games.
$21 and a half, you said?
Yes.
I'm with you. I'd go over.
Would you go over on 22 and a half?
Man, like they could lose one conference game they shouldn't.
They can lose like 4 conference games. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. It's so
I-
dangerous. I don't
If
want
you
to,
want to take the over on 22 and a half, I would probably go under.
but I'm not.
Okay.
113. Abilene Christian at 22.
Under.
Under on 20 and a half, honestly.
Yeah, that's too many.
Wait, no, 4 non-D1s? Yeah, new team. 80.
Wake Forest.
14 and a half. I would go over.
Over.
15 and a half.
I'd still go over.
16 and a half.
Under.
IDK. 313.
I feel like we already did that one. Yeah, it's Stetson.
All right. That was the first one.
How many do we have down so far, by the way?
7.
Okay, so we need 3 more.
160. I feel like we already did that. Samford, we didn't. 18 and a half. 4 non-D1s. Tough conference. Last year they won 21. I'm going over 18 and a half.
I would agree with you.
19 and a half, would you go over?
$19 and a half?
Yeah, what would you do?
Under.
I was going to go under. 244. Sienna Saints. 13 and a half. I'm hitting the over hard on that. I would go over on 14 and a half.
Do they play in a MTE?
Yes, they play in the
They play in the ESPN Events Invitational. They probably are not winning a game in that.
Yeah, they're not winning a game, but I'd go over on 14 and a half.
I'll go under.
Oh, under on 14.5?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm
Siena
gonna, I'm gonna,
Saints.
I'm gonna bet against you on a MAC team.
I don't know. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one because Siena is a team I'm low on. But if I'm betting on Coach Carm. 41. So that's 8.
Missouri. 41's Missouri.
Pass. Not betting.
You don't want
207.
to bet against me on this one?
Not betting against you on Missouri. Kennesaw State. 16, 15.5. I'd go under.
Wait, no, we're ruling out the ASUN, aren't we?
Okay, we'll rule out the ASUN.
Fuck this. I'm not betting another ASUN team.
262. Miami, Ohio. 15.5. Under. Under 15.5. We have 2 bets to go. How many teams do you think we've gone through at this point?
Probably close to 50, right?
Yeah, probably.
Shows you how much we agree.
I also just think it's agreeable.
Is 14.5 the line?
Wait, what did I say I was going to do? I said I was going to go under on 15.5.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you there. Let's do a different one.
Fuck. We can't find any bets.
We have
81.
81.
8. 8. We already did 81. 8.
Kansas.
So, regular season plus
Add in two games because they play in Atlantis.
27.5, including everything. Remember, they won 34 games last year, and they won 21 before that. If they make a deep tournament run, 27 is being hit. They haven't lost double-digit games since 2019, and before that, since 2014. They've only lost double-digit games twice since 2001.
So if I put the line at 27.5, what do you do?
I don't know. What's your move?
27.5, I'll go under.
I'll go over.
Done.
I don't want to cheer for this Kansas team.
And write down that includes conference tournament, or includes postseason. It includes postseason for when Kansas wins the NIT.
I swear, the thing about Kansas, though, like, they've won so many games in these tournaments recently. 255, final bet. Nope. Not touching that league. VCU at 18.5. Over.
VCU?
Over. VCU 18.5. Over.
Do they play in an MTE?
Sorry, VCU 19.5 because they do play in an MTE, I think. Over.
They do play in an MTE.
Over.
Their non-con's really easy.
I would take the over on 20.5.
Oh, dude, that's way over. Ken Palm projects them to go 10-8 in the league. They're going to win more than 10 games.
22.5. Would you take the over?
22.5.
What would you do? That is including conference tournament, but not NCAA tournament. $22.5. What would you do?
Including conference tournaments?
But not NCAA tournament.
That means that they would have to win. That means that they would have to win, essentially win the conference tournament.
Not really.
Well, if it's not, if you give them an extra win and it's 19-12 with the extra game in the
what
MCE,
if they don't go 19-12? Like, what if they go like 20? They could win 21 games.
Yeah, then they'd have to essentially win one.
22.5. I'd go
under.
I set that line too far out. 150. UC Irvine, not betting on a league that I watched one game of last year.
What was that game?
The final. Stanford, 17 and a half. Tough early season slate.
Where do they play again? Do they play? Yeah, they play in the ESPN Event Invitational. Okay.
18 and a half. They've
under.
won. Yeah, me too. I'm going under. 131. Oh boy. South Dakota State, 23 and a half.
Wait, they're only projected 20 wins.
Yeah, but they're also probably going to run through that league.
13-5 seems way too low.
Yeah, that's why I said 23 and a half, not including conference tournament.
Yeah, I would go over, I think.
20. Would you go over on, what's the highest you would go over on? This is so tense.
20 22 and a half is probably the highest I would go over on.
No, not taking that. 201 we already did. 18. 25 and a half. San Diego State.
Oh my god.
25 and a half regular season San Diego. They're projected to win every game. But
over.
Yeah. If you include everything, 31 and a half full season.
They lose one conference game.
31 and a half. They could play 39 games, but they'll probably play like 36.
Well, 40 is their max, I guess.
So they'll probably, I would go under on 31 and a half, but 30 and a half.
Okay, give me the over.
On 31 and a half?
I'm going all in.
Yeah, baby, let's do this.
Send me a picture of all of them.
All right.
That includes everything, right?
Yes, that includes the postseason.
That includes when COVID hits hard in the winter and they schedule a game against Our Lady of the Lake in February.
I just texted you we got to do this again on the Sunday right before Feast Week. Revisit the bets. If Oregon State is 0-19.
I'm going to ESPN right now and favoriting these teams.
Yeah. If Oregon State Cal is the decider, we have to do a watch party. We've got to do watch parties for deciders. These are going to be so funny.
5 on all of these, right?
5 on all of them, but the Oregon State one, you get 10 if they go winless.
Right. Okay. So I have a little leeway with that one.
Yes. All right. Now let me favorite these teams just like you're doing.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
Illinois State. Next one is Oregon State. Oh, hold on. Let me take you off. Bethune. Air Force. Fuck no. St. Thomas. Arkansas. Weber State. Kansas. San Diego State. All right, those are the teams that we have. We now have bets on 10 different college basketball teams to go over and under. All right, you hear me?
Yeah.
I just put all the teams on favorite on the ESPN app.
I'm going to do the same.
Titans are buzzing. They're up 17-9 with Malik Willis at
I
quarterback.
cannot believe I'm going to freaking wait all season to root for Air Force to win 10 games.
Hey, we love college basketball. We love college basketball.
We're gonna be winding down at the end of the season, and San Diego State, who is like my ride or die squad, is gonna have a chance at a 1 seed, and I'm gonna be rooting for Air Force to beat them.
But you also have San Diego
that's
State
true.
over 31.5.
Oh my god. Plus, I know somebody on St. Thomas, so that's an easy team to root for.
Really? Mahomes stinks. I can't believe I'm gonna tune into SWAC basketball just to prey on Bethune-Cookman's downfall. I mean, I guess I now have reason to cheer for Siena and for Iona fans to hate me. Big Sky time for Weber State. Is it Weber or Weber?
I think it's Weber.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Damian Lillard would know. Just the most random things. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum went to freaking Weber State and Lehigh.
You just wait, dude. These teams are gonna be so fun to follow.
I know, that's why I decided to do it.
You just wait till.
All right, I have my conference predictions for every conference, and then we're gonna go.
Okay, real quick, you're gonna be just gonna see me going berserk on Twitter tomorrow night when Illinois State beats Western Illinois.
Wait, I have Illinois State
you have
over.
the over. You have
I
the
have
over.
the over. I have the over.
All right. Well, we have to.
All right.
I'm gonna be streaming the Western Illinois game while I'm at the Missouri game.
I've changed to Illinois. Okay, Illinois, Baylor, Arkansas, UNC, Creighton, Arizona, Houston, Dayton, Gonzaga, Drake, Colgate, San Diego State, Furman, UAB, Toledo, Towson, UCSB, Bryant, Sacred Heart, Northern Kentucky, Louisiana Lafayette, South Dakota State, Iona, Liberty, Penn, Montana State, UT Martin, Winthrop, New Mexico State, A&M, Corpus Christi, Howard, and Texas Southern. Those are my conference picks.
Well, I didn't hear a lot of the mid-major ones, but I know all the major ones I agree with you on, except for Michigan over Illinois. You're picking Arizona to win the Pac-12, right?
I am picking Arizona, and I love Arizona. I have grown very fond of this team.
And you picked UNC to win the ACC?
I caved in on that one.
I'll take Duke.
You want to put money on that one? I feel like we should, but I'm not that confident with it anyway. So actually, no. Let's do an Illinois-Michigan bet.
Oh, that'll do.
I don't think Michigan finishes above Illinois. I don't think it happens. $10. Either way, winner gets $10.
I'll add it right now.
All right, let's do it.
We're talking regular season title, right?
Yeah.
What if they both finish tied?
Tiebreaker is obviously head-to-head.
Okay.
And then whoever goes further in the Big Ten tournament. So if Illinois, Michigan for the Big Ten title after they tie.
Do they play twice?
I would rather do like a Big Ten tournament thing.
Honestly. Yeah, honestly, I'd do the same.
But they only play once. They only play once.
So, okay, let's do this. If they tie, if they have the same record, whoever goes further in the Big Ten tournament, if they lose in the same round, whoever won that head-to-head matchup. Head-to-head can be our second tiebreaker.
What if they're playing in the Big Ten final? That would be so fun.
We watch
That's
all
Selection Sunday too.
we watch all season just for $10.
Yeah. No, but we got $5 on. We have now $60 into this. Don't we have another bet that we decided on?
Do we?
I feel like we did.
As I usually I keep track of my bets with my friends. I write
All right,
everything.
here's
down.
what we need to do. We need like 2 or 3 player bets. Or actually, no, we need coach gets fired bets. Give me 5 coaches that you think are gone. And I will tell you if there's any one of them that I think is absolutely not gone.
Brad Brunwell.
Okay, he's gone. I hate, what did you say?
Chris Collins.
He's gone. Actually, no, we can't. Actually, no, this is dumb. Let's not do that. This is a dumb bet. Let's do over on player points per game. Over under on player points per game. Actually,
I'll do that.
no.
Give me
And let's use Torvik's projections. Let's use Torvik's projections here. Stats. No. What is it on? Projections here. Where do I find the projected?
Just click on the team and it shows you it.
No, but I want to do like nationally so I could see everyone.
Does he have that up yet?
I swear he has it up somewhere. Roster cast. No, that's not where it is. Team cast.
Torvik is like very not user friendly, which I hate.
I know, that's why KenPom is worth the price. T-Rankatology.
Oh, here we go. You just go to player stats and sort it by points. You should be able to do that, right?
But I'm looking for the projected points.
Yeah, 2023.
Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see projected points.
That is weird.
I swear to God.
Oh, Darius McGee projected highest usage in the country. Riddle me shocked.
Yeah. All right. Projected.
Yeah, I don't see points for this.
Hold on. Give me a second here.
You want to bet on over/under true shooting percentages?
Under on Caleb Love.
What is Caleb Love's projected true shooting percentage?
All right. Cason Wallace, 10.6.
Wait, where are you finding this?
On the team pages.
Oh, okay. Cason Wallace, 10.6?
Yes. Okay, CJ Frederick, 7.2. Over.
I agree.
Okay, this is.
I think it is more likely than not that CJ Frederick hits 3 threes every game.
Yeah. Not doing Columbia. Let's do like. Oh, Geronimo Rubio De La Rosa, 13.1. I'm going under on that. But
dude, don't give me these like Mickey Mouse players. Let's talk.
Hey, be nice. New Mexico.
I'm done betting on mid majors for the night. I have $5 on. I have $5
Morris
on
Udesi, New Mexico center, transfer from Wichita State. 10.2 points plus 6.1 rebounds. So 16.3 P plus R for Morris Udesi.
Under.
Give me the over.
Bang. We're writing that down. Hold on.
We just bet $5 on Morris Udesi.
Wait, are we doing 10 players for this?
We're doing 5.
Okay, that's a little better. Morris Udesi under
Oh, all right.
Morris. Wait, hold on. 16.5.
16.3 points plus rebounds. We are so random.
You know that you know the meme of that guy like sweating?
Yes.
I'm gonna post it on Twitter. Me at the end of during New Mexico's final game when I need more to get under 14 rebounds.
David Jenkins Jr.
Oh my God.
13.2 points.
This is personally a stay away from me.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna go under, but I'm not sure. It's so difficult.
Oh my god, what am I doing? Morris Udesi.
It's only $5. It's only $5, by the way. That turns into $100. We're probably gonna break even on this, by the way.
Dude, one of us is gonna end up winning like $3.
All right. Chris Murray, 17.
Over.
I think that's gonna be I think he's gonna average like 17 or like 16.8. So like that's such a bad line to bet.
Is it 17 or 16.9?
It's 16.9.
Over.
But that's such a bad bet because I think he's gonna average something right there. Would you take the over on 18.3?
No.
Okay. Let's move on. Frankie Collins.
Oh, I love Frankie.
Me too. 3.9. Get out of here.
3.9? Is that for real?
Yeah. All right. Here's one. Keontae Johnson.
Oh.
16.6.
Under.
Under. That's such a tough one though, because there's so many outcomes that could go there. All right. Here's one that I think you're gonna like. Cam Jones, 12.5. His line is 10.6, but I moved it to 12.5.
Over. I would still take the over.
14.5, would you take the over?
Probably not.
I don't know, man. There's nobody else scoring for them.
Yeah. But like I think Joplin was good for them in the scrimmage.
It's such a tough bet. That's why I'm gonna stay away at this point. Notre Dame. Marcus Hammond, 11.5.
Under.
Handshake.
I knew I would sucker you into that one.
Let's do it.
You fucking Mac Homer.
Betting on Marcus Hammond.
You said under 11.5 points?
Yep, 11.5.
I now place bets on Morris Udesi and Marcus Hammond.
All right, let's do St. John's. 3-point percentage of the backcourt. 27.
18.5.
Under. Steals per game for
Hold on. I'll spin this one. Does Andre Curbelo make a 3 in their first 3 games?
We'll bet $1 on that. I say he does.
Andre Curbelo, no 3s in their first 3 games.
I say he does. Are you taking the under?
Hold on a sec.
Who are they playing?
Hold on a second. I'm going to look at his game log from last year.
From last year? Where he shot like 18% on the season?
Oh, shit. Dude, you know what? Was that Illinois' first 3 games? Hold on.
No, he was like barely in the lineup last year.
Yeah, he wasn't playing. So hold on. I want to look at this.
I'm taking the over on him hitting 1-3 in their first 3 games.
What if I go to their first 2?
Who are they playing?
Oh, he missed the first.
Who are they playing this year?
Hold on. Let me look at St. John's schedule real quick.
This is such an interest. Actually, no. Let's just not do this bet.
Okay. This is stupid.
This is dumb.
Yeah, he's going to hit a 3 in Central Connecticut. I can feel it.
He's going to hit like 4. I feel like, and like everyone's going to come back to my tweets.
St. John's.
Providence. Jared Bynum, over under 0.5 game-winning shots.
Over.
Yeah, over under 1.5 game-winning shots.
Over.
Ooh.
What is considered a game-winning shot?
Less than 10 seconds left in the game.
Oh, that's so high variance. I'm not betting on that.
There was a reason I was going to do that. Let's go to... We need 3 more. Memphis.
Oh, I am so down for betting on Penny Hardaway.
Kendrick Davis, 18.5.
Over.
Okay. Michigan State. Matty Sissoko, 4.5 fouls. Malik Hall, 13.8. Nah, I'm not doing that.
Hold on.
I said I'm not doing it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm carrying all the weight here. Come up with like 2 or 3.
You want me to just give you a player?
Give me a player, yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'll find one. Give me a sec. Oh my god, that is unbelievably low. I went to Oklahoma and Grant Sherfield's projection's 10.7.
I would take an over on 16 on Grant Sherfield.
Yeah, so would I.
Musa Cisse, over under 1 game winning block.
Over?
Yeah, I would take the over on that as well.
That's so stupid. Let me find one.
You know, you could move the line, like if you want to.
I'm aware. Ooh, hold on. Wendell Green, over under 107 offensive rating.
Under.
I think I agree.
He might go under. Like he might go under 103.
Hold on. Zep Jasper,
Under
17 over under 17% usage rates.
Betting on usage rates. I'm not betting on a usage rate. But over.
Oh, here's a good one.
Okay.
Jaden Gardner, over under 15.6.
Under.
I agree.
Fuck. Did you move that line, or is that what he's projected?
No, I moved it like a point.
What was it? 14.5?
14.7.
What would you take on that?
Probably under.
I would too.
They just have more guys that are going to step up this year.
Yeah. How about over under 3.5 double-digit scorers on that team?
Over under 3.5 double-digit scorers?
Yep.
Under.
Yeah, I'm taking under. They're going to have 3.
Oh, here's a good one.
All right, let's do it.
This is a very random one. You probably won't want to bet it.
Okay, I'm ready to hear it.
Isaac Trout is one of the 5 leading scorers on this team.
I want to stay away. Yeah, I want to stay away. I get that bet, though. I understand. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm not sure.
You've seen Trout, right?
A little bit.
Do you see what I see?
I like him, yeah.
I think he could be first team all ACC as a or not all freshman ACC.
Yeah, totally. And a sack, down goes Mahomes. All right, who's next?
Over under.
Wait, didn't we make a bet on Mo Gibson?
I don't think we ever made a bet, but you disagreed with me.
Well, then I agreed with you when the injury came out.
Yes, you did. Over under 17.3 for Colin Castleton.
Over.
I'll take the under.
17.3. That's going to be an offensive juggernaut, I tell you. Bang! Let's go over. Let's go Gators. I've taken the over on 3 already. You haven't taken a single over.
Yeah, I know.
17.3 you said? All right. Let me come up with one. Talon Cooper. PRA. $18 PRA. The line for him, by the way, on Torvik is 13.
I know.
I went to 18. What would you take?
Under.
I think I would go under, but would you go under on 16?
Yeah, probably.
I'm going. I don't want to take another over.
Do you want me to find an over that I like and just like?
Yeah, find an over that you like. Move the line to make it an over that you like. I don't care. But holy shit, there's 5 freshmen on that Minnesota team that are going to have to play minutes.
Oh, here we go. I'll move this up a couple points too. Over under 11.2 points per game for RJ Melendez.
Oh man, I have no idea what to bet on RJ Melendez, dude. He could average 7, he could average 15.
What's the move?
Move on. Give me a new one. I'm not betting under on RJ Melendez or over.
Nah, I don't really like any of those.
I can't believe I bet over on Morris Udeze points plus rebounds. The most random bet. I didn't even look at what his stats were last year.
No, we're just betting on these.
Yeah. Morris Udeze last year averaged exactly 16.3 points plus rebounds. Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah, 10.2 and 6.1.
Over under 14.1 points plus rebounds for Elijah Fisher.
With AMAC out, I could go over. But if you go to just conference play, I'll go under.
So if I include non-conference, you won't take it.
Because I think he's going to have a bigger role earlier in the season, which is odd for a freshman.
I agree with you. I would go over on that.
Okay, so let's not do it. Give me another one. We got to find 2 before we end this.
Over under 11.3 points per game for Reese Dixon Waters.
I want to go over on that. I like him a lot. But
I'd go over too, for the record.
I would go under on 13.2.
I would go under too. What about 12.1?
I would go over.
I would go over too.
All right, let's find. Why do we see so close together on this? Like it's how
we talk a lot. We come to conclusions.
We gotta find one. We gotta find 2. We disagreed on Morris Udeze. That was the first one we went for. Actually, no, the first one we went for was like Cason Wallace or something.
Yeah, it was.
Cason Wallace is gonna average like 6 points. Dude, Kentucky.
What about them?
Just there's such a fun fan base to watch cry about shit that doesn't matter.
Over under 21.5 points plus rebounds for Henry Coleman.
Ooh, that's a really interesting one.
I'll take the over if you want to take the under.
What did you say it was?
21.5. I just made up a
points
number.
Plus rebounds, 21.5.
Mm-hmm.
Under.
21.5, I'll go over.
All right, let's do it. He averaged 17 last year. I feel like I'm doing well there. 21.5. All right, one more and we can end the stream.
Over under
This is so random. Why did we decide
3.5 double figure scores for Indiana.
Jalen Hood-Schifino, Xavier Johnson, Trace Jackson Davis, maybe a fourth.
Maybe Race, maybe Tamar Bates.
Maybe Malik right now.
Oh, he's such a project. They shouldn't play him.
I don't know, man. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking that.
Okay.
Here's one. 13.5 Jordan Hawkins.
Over.
14.5.
Hold on.
Ooh. Because this is an over I'm taking. I want to cheer for him.
14.5. No, I'll stay away.
All right. How about over under David Jones? No. Keontae George plus Adam Flagler plus LJ Cryer. $43 points a game.
Over.
45. That would be 15 a game for all three.
Yeah, but like one of them will average more than 15.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah, I'd stay away from that.
All right. We need one more bet, then we can end the stream.
I know.
All right, I gotta keep.
Oh.
All right, let me hear it.
Over under 10.5 points a game for Nolan Hickman.
Under.
I'll go over.
All right.
There's your final
Nolan
one.
Hickman, man, that's a tough one because, like, I don't know how big of a role he's gonna play. He could be their fifth leading scorer, but he can also be their third leading scorer.
All right, so we have Morris Udeze under 16.3 points plus rebounds.
That's so random.
Marcus Hammond, 11.5 points.
Hold on, what was the Hickman line? 10.5?
Yeah. So Udeze Aita under 16.3 points plus rebounds. Marcus Hammond under 11.5 points. Colin Castleton under 17.3 points. Henry Coleman over 21.5 points plus rebounds. And Nolan Hickman over 10.5 points.
And we have Illinois State over 13.5. Oregon State over 0.5 conference wins. I need them to win one conference game to win the
Hold
bet.
on. I want to check something. Hold on.
What do you want to check?
Like, we're keeping the bet, obviously. But, like, I just...
Because the odds they lose all of those games are like 0.02%.
Sam,
What?
they go to Utah on January 5th. It's the second game of conference play. I could lose that on the second game.
You could. You could also win it on the final day of the season.
That is a 9 o'clock game. I'm guessing it's probably going to be on Pac-12 Network.
Oh, no.
Because why the hell would it be on national television?
It's not even going to be on Pac-12 Network. It's not considered good enough for that. It's going to be on Stadium.
I will be zoned in to Oregon State, Utah.
What else is on that night?
On January 5th, I'm not at Duke for another week.
It's January 6th Eve.
Yeah, the holiday of our people.
Yeah, of our people. Let's not refer to our people. Let's just say people in
I
this
wonder what
country.
I wonder what
John Rothstein tweeted
we
on that day.
we could create. Sam, I'm gonna need you to do something. I'm gonna go need you to search up January 6th, 2020 on Twitter and find what John Ross was tweeting when that was happening.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I vividly remember him tweeting something.
I don't.
I
But
vividly remember it. I forget what it was, but I vividly remember it. January 5th,
oh my
2021.
god, dude! On by the way, on January 5th this year, Indiana plays Iowa at 8. USC plays UCLA at 8:30. I will be
All right.
locked into Oregon State, Utah.
Hold on. Let me see.
Who commented Zach Edey is the worst player of all time?
He's right.
I mean, like, I don't disagree, but like, you didn't need to like be mean.
All right. 3:20 p.m. Saturday's game between Louisville and Georgia Tech has been postponed due to issues related to COVID-19. Per release, Yellow Jackets are currently on pause.
What time was that?
3:20.
In the afternoon?
Yes. And then he said at 3:24, Richmond's Andre Gustafson will not play tonight against Rhode Island, per Chris Mooney.
Look at the comments for that.
Yeah, no, I did. They're not that great. This is coup d'etat. Mark Schmidt, more with less. Fuck yeah, John. We saved democracy. You're welcome, America. College basketball scheduling in 2021. Wilder than a goat rodeo. That's a lamb. All right.
Last week, Bruce Pearl was storming the Capitol. This week, he led Auburn to an upset win at Kentucky. Anarchy? Nope, just college basketball.
Is it really an upset win over 2020-21 Kentucky?
That's true. Although 2020-2021 Auburn was bad in its own right.
I remember those two playing each other, and Sharif Cooper had some crazy plays. He was electric.
Bruce Pearl, like, being bad with that team is like really embarrassing.
All right, we gotta go.
All right.
Stream over. We'll see you. We'll see you very soon. We'll see you in a couple weeks because we got to talk Feast Week before that happens. We got to get updates on all of these bets. Come on, you Morris, you Desi!